Bienvenidos un día más a COME DELIVERANCE. Estamos aquí donde hemos tenido una pelea con el noble este que tanto odiamos. Y nos han obligado a ir mañana de cacería. Misión. Ya, pero esto habrá que ir mañana, me imagino, no ahora. Vamos a ver a Theresa. Veamos. Theresa está todavía despierta, así que vamos a aprovecharlo.
Look where you're going.
Theresa.
Hey.
Theresa. Os he traído algo. Buah, no tenemos nada, ¿no?
I've brought you something.
Oh, Hal. Is this for me? This must have cost you a fortune. But I like it very much, thank you. You really mustn't bring me any more gifts like that, or you'll spoil me.
¿Qué le hemos dado?
So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. But probably not in the rain. We could both catch a fever. Pick me up when it turns nice again and we'll go for a stroll.
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
Vale, pues vamos a dar un paseo.
Watch where you're going.
Ah, no le hemos dado el collar. Menos mal. Vale, pues no sé qué le he dado, sinceramente. Antes de... Pues si hemos estado aquí. Pero bueno. Vale, vamos a comerlo primero. Aquí siempre llueve. ¿Cómo es posible?
What now? Shall we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. But probably not in the rain. We could both catch a fever. Pick me up when it turns nice again and we'll go for a stroll.
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
Madre mía.
I'd like to know...
Who's this Sir Hans Capon?
He's actually the real Lord of Bretay, and Sir Hanush is only his guardian, because Sir Hans is underage and his father is dead. Folks say he's a spoilt young pup with an eye for the lasses.
What do you think of the Lord here, Sir Hanush?
He comes from the glorious line of the Lords of Leipa. Folks say he's a bit hot-headed, but he took us in, so he must be a good Christian.
That's all.
Vale, pues podríamos esperar una hora a ver si escampa. Sigue lloviendo.
Look where you're going!
Sí, sigue lloviendo. Ya está, no llueve.
Look what...
What now? Shall we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. And where would you care to go?
Un paseo por el río, un paseo bonito.
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Let's go.
A quitarnos un poco de armadura. Vamos de paseo. Un segundo, alarma, sí, pues si la buscas. Partida guardada, vale. Y Theresa.
Hey! Henry's come to see us.
Hey. Pues nada, vamos de paseo por el río, paseo bonito. La segunda cita iremos a ver la taberna, borracharla. Y lo tercero ya no sé qué haremos.
That was a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it. So I'm glad you took me out.
¿Cómo es posible que camine todo el
I'd love
mundo
to
más
see the
rápido que yo?
markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly, though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
That's disgusting.
Henry, se nota que nunca has estado con una mujer dando paseos
I'd
por el
love to
río.
listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to
Alistair.
confession, and you have too. So don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle.
Madre mía,
Last one is a slimy slug.
la Theresa, por Dios. Vamos para allá, Teresuca. Que como sprinta, ¿eh?
doing?
Ha sido sin querer. ¿Qué? ¿Has visto mi sprint de mayorista? La verdad es que con el último parche esto va mucho mejor. Estoy por subir la calidad de imagen en el próximo vídeo quizás.
That was fun.
¿No?
Sit down here next to me, Hal.
Sentarse, vale.
And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
Uf. Es decir,
I don't know. I suppose it's a job like any other.
I don't believe a word of it. If you ask me, you're loving every minute and you don't want to make me envious.
los ha pillado.
Now then,
Oh, Henry, what am I going to do with you? Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
Madre mía. A ver. Espero que... Hombre. Esto... Ya.
what? I hope your knees didn't buckle too.
Don't fool yourself, my lad. You're not that much of a catch. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
I don't want to give anyone an excuse to gossip. Maybe another time.
En un par de días, vale. Aquí hay tema, pero vamos. Vale, vamos a armarnos como estamos. Vamos a ponernos el escudo, el arco, la flecha de torneo. Daño 7, bueno, de momento. De momento sí me vale. Nos falta un casco. ¿Dónde está? ¿Está este? ¿Al 100? No he hecho nada. Vale, nos vamos a ir de caza con el noble este que tanto nos cae genial. Pobrecito, no te carga de texturas. Ahora. Bonico. Tiene que estar... No, aquí no puede estar. ¿Dónde está el tío este?
God be with you.
Mira cómo está la espada, hay que afilarla, esto no corta. A ver, pedal. Ok. El ángulo. Y la presión. Vale. No, estoy haciendo mal. Ahí. Tampoco. Eso es como raro, estoy aquí haciendo presión y no funciona. Ahí. De todas formas, esta espada está cerca. Vale. Tiene mejor corte ahora. Vamos a hacer una cosita. Vamos a ir a ver si podemos hacer alguna misión o algo. ¿Lo que es? Consejero de misión. No. No. O sí. Sí.
Are you... What else you, sir?
Necesito
Do
ayuda.
you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be.
Bien,
We're
bien, bien.
told our local gamekeeper was looking for help with something a while back. Why don't you ask him if he still needs help? And that's not all. It might not be to your liking, though, on account of it's the executioner who's looking for someone. At least, that's what I've heard. Of course, folk here don't want to have anything to do with him. Only the more they avoid him, the more they gossip about him. And that's not all. You're the blacksmith's son from Scarlets, ain't you? The bailiff here could probably use you. He's got some jobs for the Scarlets refugees, but he's not sure who's good for what. He was moaning about it here yesterday.
Vale. Iremos a ver primero al menino. Este no. Aquí. El menino está aquí. Y también tiene una misión el... para que les corte la cabeza, perdón. Para cancelar.
What is it? Be a bit more careful.
Señora, me acaba de atravesar Kiri.
Carrots and apples picked today to put a smile on your face.
Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta el menú.
Good day to you.
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ.
You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy. I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
Ay, hombre.
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 3, actually 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers. That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Vale. Lo de la cocinera vamos a hacer primero.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a
Hagen.
straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
Hagen el mercader. Vale.
What can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
¿Y cómo salgo yo ahora de aquí?
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Scarlet's folk are best suited to the job.
Vale, ya está. Alex.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then.
Vale. ¿Dónde está? Alex y Hagen. Primero cocinera. Oh. ¿Es usted Hagen? Sí.
God be with you.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home.
Bueno.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry.
Vale. Vale, pues lo siguiente va a ser ir al otro mercado, ¿no? A ver, ¿dónde es? Esto. Alex. Escalis. Perdonad un momento porque parte del vídeo ha estado en mala calidad porque me he fijado que lo tenía mal configurado, porque he estado intentando abrir stream y no podía streamear tal y como lo veis ahora. Siento que el vídeo esté en mala calidad, pero bueno, lo que importa es la historia, ¿no? O eso dicen. Vamos a ver a Alex. Y tenemos que buscar la cocinera. Este es Alex. Levanta,
Good day
hombre.
to you.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
Agnes, bueno.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
Who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
Bien, oye, mira, me quito trabajo de encima.
Thanks. I'll go.
Vamos a ir a buscar a Agnes.
I could do with a bite to eat.
A ver. Creo que voy sin guantes. Correcto. Vale. Veamos. Ahora tenemos que ir a buscar a Agnes, que está en la parroquia. ¿Dónde hay comida? ¿No? Tampoco, carnicero. Es una moneda, pero... Por fin. ¿Qué te pasa a ti? ¿Qué te pasa a ti? Uy, 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 uy. Uy, correte.
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did.
before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Merchant Hagen isn't just anybody.
I've heard of him, that he's a good Catholic.
Really? Well, yeah, sure he is.
True. People still talk about the lovely service he arranged for his wife's funeral.
So you wouldn't mind being his housekeeper?
Well, I don't know. What will Father Francis do?
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
God bless.
I feel quite hungry.
¿En serio tengo que ir hasta...? Leer. No entiendo nada. No entiendo nada. ¿Hasta aquí? ¿Cuánto tiempo llevo grabando? Madre mía. Igual lo dejamos aquí, ¿eh? Hace falta un caballo o algo. Segundo, primero voy a ir a casa a comer.
God be with you, Henry.
No hay comida. Y no hay nada. Oh, pobres. A ver, esto está dirección. Vale, ya sé por dónde. Para allá. Para allá. Iremos un rato a pata. Cortaré. Si pasa algo interesante, lo pondré. Porque si no, el vídeo va a ser de 2 horas.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Gracias, vecinos. Tengo que miraré por una wiki o algo los talentos.
What's that?
¿Y usted quién es? ¡Oh, Dios mío! ¿Qué he encontrado aquí? ¿Quién son? ¿Cómo? Ah, vale, vale, vale. Perfecto. ¿Qué es eso? Uf. Qué dolor, se ha metido una flecha por la nariz. Uf, qué dolor. ¿No puedo investigar nada o qué? Ay, Dios mío, gente muriendo por aquí. Lo típico en esta época. Vas caminando de paseo y de repente estás muerto. Joder, con los pájaros. El juego va bien, 73 FPS. Podremos subirlo más seguro que la calidad gráfica. Joder, bichos. ¿Dónde estamos? Ah, guay. Cazaba. Mirad, mirad, mirad. Un pueblo. Qué bonito aquello, ¿eh? Foto 20. Hola. ¿Qué demonios? Gente muerta por todos los sitios. Esto. Fuera. Vámonos. No sé nada, no sé nada, no sé nada. Hay gente muerta por donde voy, ¿eh? Mal rollito. Qué mal rollo.
I'm not surprised.
Es aquí, ¿no? Sacerdote Merino. ¿Qué pasa con tu body?
Father, when do you plan to return to St. James?
I beg your pardon. Why do you ask, my boy?
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Rattay and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord. I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back. Tell her I appreciate her concern, but to look out for herself now.
De maravilla.
Pour me an ale.
Ahí bebiendo el borrachín.